Hey, Gemini, intuitive soul coach here with your April 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, Gemini, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Gemini, you had a plethora of cards showing up right off the bat. So a lot of changes coming in, especially after a time of waiting for some sort of results, waiting for maybe news, communication, waiting for a review. I'm just getting with this watch card showing up in the recent past. This is about seizing the moment. The opportunity has come here for you to dive in. Whether this is about seizing the moment, divine timing, you were held up for whatever reason because you do have the anchor showing up here. So you may have felt like you were stuck where you didn't have a lot of wiggle room, but I feel like there's going to be major decisions made in the month of April that are actually going to allow you to bring in more income or take on more responsibility that will lead to more income along the way, because you do have this waiting period. Some of you may have been laid off, you may have had temporary work, or you just felt like you needed to launch, seize, put yourself out there. There's just this powerful energy of divine timing and gaining some sort of results, Gemini, on a milestone or an achievement or a goal that you set out for yourself. Now, you may have been dealing with a money block, or you may have felt stuck because you do have that divine timing. So I feel like you were waiting for things to happen, or you were waiting for you to hit that, I don't want to say lucky break, but you were waiting for momentum is what I feel here. But I feel that you put something out there and it may have been out of your control. So for example, you may have said to your boss, I would really like to have an in-person meeting and I would like, to go in for my raise or my interview. Or you speaking to a business partner to see how you can grow and advance your skills. I do feel here that there could be travel in the near future, or maybe you just got back from some sort of travel, whether it was for personal or pleasure or business related as well. But I do sense here that you're financially sound with where you're at, but you're ready for more money. You're ready to grow. You're ready to take it to the next level. Now, Gemini, we do have the chess card showing up in the month of April. This is about money strategies. This is about wise spending. So I do feel like a lot of you, Gemini, are taking a look at your money, where you are spending your finances, where you are spending your time. If you are putting time and energy into things that are fruitful and can bring in or generate more income, even if you don't see some of those things generating income right away, you may be putting your time and energy towards the things that can really grow and you can bring in more abundance from. You're thinking things through. You're thinking of how to shake up some sort of a routine because you do have the military. I mean, some of you may be in a military family or you may be military yourself, but I'm getting routine for some of you. And this is about you stepping up leadership qualities. It wouldn't surprise me to see that Emperor or even the King of Pentacles showing up in your reading here, Gemini. But this is about long-term success, retirement, goals, financial security, but yet financial freedom as well. So you're making decisions in the month of April that are going to affect you long-term. Next, we have in the position here of the near future, we have the cutlery. So this is an energy here of using the tools that you have available. I'm also getting magician energy for you as well. So this is about you not just needing more money, but wanting more money to live a better life for yourself. Maybe you're wanting to save up for a home, save up for retirement, save up for a boat or a vehicle, or maybe you're just wanting to not be in the negative each month. Perhaps you just want to not pay, paycheck to paycheck. This is about you finding solutions, using the business tools that you have available to live a better life for yourself, for your family. You may be in a food related industry, Gemini, or this could be that you are the sole provider, or you're just gaining ways to bring in more work, more income. But with that comes maybe even a little bit more responsibility. So you may be taking your business to the next level, or you may be leaving the corporate world to build your own thing on the side. Some of you, I'm getting, have maybe multiple jobs, or you're trying to build up a side business or a hobby on the side of a regular 9 to 5. So there's definitely a lot going on here for you, but you're finding solutions to work smarter, not harder, because you don't want to be in that constant energy of just surviving. You want to thrive as well, Gemini. So let's dive into your reading and see what is the heart of the matter for career for Gemini in the month of April. All right, so right away here, how would you like these, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so as the heart of the matter, you have the Ace of Cups, brand new beginning. This is about you opening your heart to the highest level of emotional but yet financial success as well. So it's doing things that can bring you financial success, but you want to make sure you love what it is that you do. You don't just want to be in a routine job with this military. Maybe you work in a factory line, or maybe you work at a gas station. I'm not saying that those things you can't learn and grow from. Absolutely. We all have those jobs that we need to take to survive, right? But I feel that you're finding solutions to opening your heart up to be able to make money on doing what it is that you love. And that's ultimately what decisions it comes down to in the month of April. Of course, finances are showing up here for you. This could be also you heading towards the water. There could be more travel. You may want to travel for your career or for your business. This can be about stability as well, but I'm getting that a lot of you may have had a spiritual awakening, and we have many of them through our time here on earth, and they can show up in many different ways, forms, or fashions. With this Ace of Cups showing up, this is about a new connection that's really going to pull at your heartstrings, and it could be also a new relationship coming in that inspires you to open that business. It could be a new job opportunity that you've wanted for quite some time because you love healing or taking care of people. Or you love to use your analytical mind at times, Gemini, with you being an air sign because you have the chess card. So you are in a position where you can think strategically, but yet you love doing it as well. So I love that the Ace is showing up for you, but let's clarify and see what this Ace of Cups is all about for you. A lot of you are getting a new offer to do what it is that you love. That's what it boils down to. New offer. Yeah, there is expansion showing up here. This is about growth. It's about opportunities. Yes, it may have not hit that level of the 4 or the 6 of Wands yet, but you're seeing your ships coming in, right? You're able to see success on the horizon. You're able to see beyond, and you know that something is coming in for you and that your hard work is paid off here. So Gemini, with the 3 of Wands showing up to clarify this Ace of Cups, you've made a decision from the heart, and I feel like you're staying optimistic. You're trying to be as patient as you can, but your hard work is paying off. So don't take your eye off that prize, and don't let distractions or setbacks or limiting beliefs hold you back from whatever your goal is here. Use those beautiful tools that you have available, and one of them is your wonderful, brilliant mind, your analytical and logical mind as well. So I like this showing up for you. Now the challenge, what's crossing your path, Gemini, in the month of April when it comes to finances, you have the 5 of Pentacles. So some of you may still feel either physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally drained from some sort of illness, something that created dis-ease within the body, within the mind. It could have been a limiting belief, or it could have been something physical that you were paying off or you were recuperating from. Maybe you had to take time off for surgery, or time off of work to take care of a family member. Or also, some of you are really wanting to go in this new direction, but you maybe didn't feel like you had the money or the financial security to do so, right? If you wanted to maybe head towards retirement, you may not have felt like you had all of your eggs in a basket or ducks in a row before you could take that leap. This 5 of Pentacles showing up for the challenge here is saying, you will not be left out in the cold, but you must not let pride or ego get in the way, because sometimes we can say, I got it. We can do everything ourselves, right? Yes, we can wear many different hats. We can play many different roles, but this 5 of Pentacles is saying, don't neglect what you need to do to get to that prize. And we were just talking about that a little bit with that 3 of Wands. Don't let distractions, whether the distraction is ego, whether it's fear, whether it is you feeling like you're left out in the cold, or whether it was some sort of illness or setback that's held you back here, don't let that get in the way of creating and making that sweet honey. And I'll talk about that here in a moment, because you do have the bee. So there may have been something that you were really working hard towards, like that busy bee. Okay, so let's clarify the Five of Pentacles as the challenge and how you can open yourself up to this new opportunity coming in. What do we have here? There may have been, someone may have gone bankrupt, or this is about a financial or material change. I'm getting there could have been something along the lines of a home as well, foreclosure, natural disaster. Someone may have lost a home. There could have been something with inheritance or a family dynamic where someone had passed away. I'm just getting here that there has been some difficulties as we all go through those ups and downs that life throws at us, right? Gemini, but I do feel here it's about you stepping aside and saying, yes, I accept this brand new opportunity in whatever way that shows up for you. I accept. It's the energy of receptance. And even though you are very independent and you can do these things on yourself, it's very important for us to open up to receive the abundance. Remember, Gemini, that is your birthright. Nine of Wands. You are the wounded warrior, right? You want to give up at times. You want to give up, but you are almost there. You're close. Even though you may be saying, Melissa, it's a long ways away, right? I have a lot to pay back due to some sort of loss, or I have a lot going on where it's going to take a lot to recover or recoup. You have the tools within you. Like I've been saying here, you have this cutlery showing up. And just because you may feel like you don't have the spoon and you can't eat soup with a fork doesn't mean you cannot pick up that darn bowl and slurp it and eat it that way. Okay? Because you have ways, you have resources, you have tools available for you to bring in more abundance. Whatever that abundance looks like, whether it's in your career, your finances, your prosperity, whether it is an abundance of having food in your refrigerator, whether it's family around you that you can support and bring in stability. Even though you've been wounded here, Gemini, even though you have scars, doesn't mean that you have to fall to that energy of I'm giving up, because the 9 is so close to that 10, right? And the 9 is all about completions. You're coming so close to completing some sort of, I don't want to say soul lesson. I feel more so accomplishment, actually, as an accomplishment here. And this ending is going to bring in this new beginning, which your challenge is to open up to this beautiful new beginning, because you're not going to feel left out if you say yes to whatever this is here. But you may have to do a self check-in with yourself. Am I feeling okay? What are these emotions that I was neglecting? Or what is this anger that's coming up, or this resentment, or this bitterness? Am I suffering from rejection or abandonment, or all of those feelings? It's important for us to acknowledge them, to feel them, to accept that we feel, and we have every right to feel a certain way, but then to work on moving through those because we feel them. So we don't suppress, we don't store them in the body, creating disease, but this is about you getting your footing back in a sense. And the 9 of Wands says you have everything you need to keep on going, because you're going to hit some sort of achievement and you're going to be so proud of yourself that you didn't give up. Powerful. Now, what's below you? You have the 2 of Cups. So this is about partnerships. This is about soul contracts, business contracts. 2 of Cups here is also that feminine and masculine energy. So you may have felt out of alignment. You may have felt imbalance with your own self, or it could have been within a situation around you, an environment, with a person, with a company or group. But I feel like you're bringing in that love, unconditional love for yourself, but also for what it is that you do. And you're going to find that you have the strength to overcome any setbacks or challenges. And the timing is right for you to bring in this moment, to seize the moment. Take a look above there. You have that lion. Lions represent courage, but they're also patient because they're determined. When you ever watch a documentary on a lion stalking its prey, it's very patient and it's very sly and coy, and it can move slowly towards what it wants. But then when it knows it's on that home stretch, right, it takes off like the 8 of Wands. And I feel like this is happening here for you, where you're coming into this partnership if you haven't already. And it's going to be a really powerful time to grow, to attract, to work with that law of attraction and magnify what it is that you want in your world when it comes to career. Spirit, what do we have for the Two of Cups here, please? Two of Cups for Gemini. King of Swords, there you are. This is also you. You're masculine, you're feminine, regardless of, if you're female or male. This is about you stepping into your power. And I feel like you've used your logical, analytical mind, but you're also dropping into the heart center and you're opening yourself up to these new experiences. You're saying to yourself, if I continue doing what I've done, I'm going to get what I've got, right? But I need to do something new if I expect or if I want something to turn out in a different manner. The King of Swords, he can be military, which you do have here as well. Some of you may be a military family, or maybe you have a spouse that's military as well. But this King of Swords, he's very logical. He's very experienced, very wise. So use that knowledge to share with others, okay? To share. So Gemini, whether you are an inspirational leader, whether you are a lawyer, a correctional officer, for others of you, this could be even a journalist. This can be a law advisor. You may be someone who uses your mental mind in your career. Even if you're a healer, you may be very logical as well. And I feel like you are aligning with your higher self and you are tuning in to your intuition, where you're using all of those tools that are available to you. And most importantly, you're gaining the wisdom from the experiences of the past. You've been working really hard at something. I see that because in the past you have the Eight of Pentacles. Gemini, this is you mastering your craft. When you look at this bee, this wasp here, he's creating this honeycomb. And it takes time and it takes effort and it takes dedication to create that honeycomb. And it's a wonderful piece of nature, right? It's something that, it's almost like the pyramids, right? It's about something that we are creating and we're putting in our own unique touch. It cannot be duplicated, right? So whatever gifts and skills that you have, yes, other people may make honeycombs, right? Or other bees may create honeycombs, but yours is going to be unique and individualized towards your own skills, gifts, and talents. So this Eight of Pentacles is all about you mastering these skills, loving your work, putting your best effort forward. There's something here with dedication, craftsmanship. Some of you may be using tools. I'm getting burning tools like wood burning possibly, or metal wrapping or wiring, something with the hands where you create, maybe you sell, maybe you've opened an Etsy shop. But I'm feeling here that it's important for you to dedicate time and energy towards your craft. Don't get deterred because it's taking a long time, or don't fall off track because you feel like it's never going to happen for you. You're closer than you think, Gemini. You are closer than you think. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. What do we have for Gemini, please? Eight of Pentacles. You are closer than you think. There's the Chariot. I love it. So this is about triumphant success. Keep on going. That Eight of Pentacles. They're giving me that song here. Oh gosh, you don't want to hear me sing, but it's keep on going, keep on going. I don't even know what who the singer is. It's an older song. If I find it, I will put it in the comment section. But I think it's keep on going, keep on rolling, I believe it is. But you have the Chariot, so don't give up. Stay determined. You will achieve the success that you want for yourself, Gemini. Even though you have the Two of Pentacles, you may be balancing out a lot at this time. You may be trying to juggle family life and your hobby and your career and, making dinner and doing laundry and then reading over here and trying to go to class or go to school. So you got a lot going on, but you are an excellent multitasker, Gemini. And some of you may be chuckling saying, Melissa, I cannot multitask. But I feel like if you truly set your intention where you are void of distractions, you actually can get a job well done here, Gemini, with the Two of Pentacles. Stay open, stay inquisitive, stay curious with this Page of Cups. This is an energy of a new emotional situation coming in, something that you love, something that's going to bring about playfulness. It's the beginning of a new venture. And that's what you have showing up with the Ace of Cups. This is offering you something that you've been studying at. Now, some of you may receive some sort of degree, certification that you're going to use in a career or a business aspect. For others of you, you're going to see that your hard work is absolutely paying off in a very beautiful way. And it's going to offer this new beginning for you in April. All right, let's see what's in your headspace. What are you manifesting? This is one of my favorite new decks. It is the Guardian of the Night Tarot, which I did post in the description box for those of you that may be interested. All right, what do we have here? What's above you? The Emperor. This is leadership. This is you taking the lead, you not being a sheep, right? This is about you going your own path instead of going with the crowd. The Emperor, he works his way to the top, right? He is the embodiment of leadership. He's the embodiment of power and structure and order and stability. He didn't get to the top by, not going through challenges. There's been failure, there's been setbacks, but the beauty of the Emperor is he didn't let any of those setbacks deter him from climbing to the top. And that's what you're telling yourself as well. I'm not just going to succumb. I'm not just going to be another sheep that gives up on this dream, right? I'm not just going to go with the crowd and, make a living doing this when I don't love it, when my heart's not in it. You're going to do what you need to do to rise to the top. And that's the energy here of the Emperor. I like this for you. Let's clarify the Emperor. What do we have? The Emperor is the wise owl sitting on his throne here. So I do feel for a lot of you, whatever it is that you are doing, you've gained a lot of wisdom. You can now teach it. You can now help other people. So whether you are, maybe you've received your Reiki certification, master level, and you're taking that into a business aspect and opening up your own Reiki shop. Perhaps there's something that you've mastered, woodworking, and you're deciding to put it out there on YouTube and teach other people. Maybe you have learned something of great value that you can teach and share with others. It's something you love. King of Cups here. You've learned how to control something within. Some of you may have even taken a difficult, traumatic, or challenging situation, and now you're using it to help others, okay? Because you can see that shark is below the surface there. He's holding his boat above him, so he's staying afloat. He's doing what he needs to do, but he's not letting those sharks sink the boat. And that's what you're doing here, is you're not letting the setbacks, the challenges get in your way, even though you've been wounded, even though you felt like you failed. Those I like to call opportunities for growth, right? This is an opportunity, a brand new one for you to lead with the heart, do what you love, but use your analytical and logical mind along the way, because that's one of your built-in gifts, right? As an air sign. Let's see what's showing up in the near future. Let's get to the juicy goodness of the reading. What do we have in the near future for Gemini, please? Some of you are manifesting a leadership position, or you are really bossing up in a job or in a career. The Tower. Some of you are shifting things up in a big, big, big way. Okay, there may be an unexpected change that shows up in your world that takes you by surprise, but I feel like it's to set you free. Okay, it really is to set you free from this Five of Pentacles, whatever this Five of Pentacles was for you, which we talked about earlier. So whatever this is, you are coming into alignment with a revelation here. You're coming into alignment with some sort of freedom, some sort of shattering of the old to make way for new. There's an awakening here. There's a big surprise. Let's clarify this Tower for you, Gemini. Right away, the Tower comes out. I feel like you kind of already know what this Tower is if you really go inward, and it's something that you may have been actually manifesting yourself in a way. It's like you were waiting for this divine timing. You were waiting for something to happen, to take shape. And the Tower isn't always doom and gloom. So many people fear the Tower and they think, oh, I don't want to see the Tower, but we need the Tower. It is part of growth. It is part of evolution. And sometimes we stay trapped in fear, or we stay stuck in a situation like we talked about with the anchor that is less than ideal. We just need that little push from the universe, a little push, a little tap, taparoo. And this is about you having new options, right? This is about you having these new opportunities to chase your true north, whatever that may be. You see here with the Seven of Cups, this is about not feeling overwhelmed, but a need to focus because you have some situations coming in here for you that are aligning you with your highest good. You see the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper leads straight to that North Star. And I feel that, yes, it may feel a little bit difficult at times navigating forward, but ultimately that star is about guidance. It's about positivity. It's about don't give up on those dreams that you have. So this opportunity is allowing you to free yourself from whatever held you back in the past to say yes to something brand new. And we see that with the Ace of Cups. So I'm not, with your surrounding cards, I'm not fearful of this Tower. If anything, it's something that you yourself are manifesting into reality because you've been waiting for this change. All right, let's take a look and see how you are feeling. What's going on with your energy, Gemini? What do we have for Gemini's energy for the month of April? There's the Nine of Wands again. This is a really interesting one. I love the author's depiction of this card because you can see the porcupine and you can see that there's a wall there, a boundary of wands that are holding back this fox from trying to get in, trying to get into his home, right? So this is the energy of staying determined by setting healthy boundaries, because when we do not set healthy boundaries, we can build fear, we can build resentment, we can build bitterness, and we can get prickly, right? If we don't have that wall to keep the fox out, we may always be looking over our back, or we may feel like something is encroaching upon our energy and it throws us off kilter, it throws us off track. So the message here is set healthy boundaries, mental boundaries for yourself, spiritual, emotional, physical. And I'm getting here that this is the same card that showed up for you earlier with the Nine of Wands. It's about staying determined on your path. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't give up, because you, through persistence, through discipline, through spiritual strength, you're going to come out on top. Okay, you're going to come out on top. Even if you feel tired, it's important to set up those boundaries at this time. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands, please. Woo, right away, Gemini. All right, the Devil. Don't succumb to fears, to obsessive behaviors, patterns, toxicity. You may be saying, I need to get out of this situation because that wolf is toxic, or that fox, right? You may say that fox is encroaching on my space. I'm getting prickly. I'm getting resentful. I'm getting angry. I really need to get out of this situation. How do I set a healthy boundary? Freeing yourself. And that's why the Tower moment comes in, to free yourself from the situation so you can move forward, so you can release whatever this toxicity is in your world. Toxicity with the Devil can be anything from codependency, manipulation, fears, obsessions, temptations. It can be, mental struggles. It can be the fears that we create within our own mind. So whatever this is for you, set a healthy boundary to cut the cords, to detach from whatever that is so you can move forward on your path. All right, powerful, Gemini. Let's take a look and see what's showing up in your environment. What do we have for Gemini, please? Thank you. Queen of Pentacles, resourcefulness. This Queen of Pentacles, she's got it going. She's got it all in the physical world, financially, materially. She has this rabbit. Rabbits represent luck. They don't call it the lucky rabbit's foot for nothing, right? She has the sunflowers behind her. So she's full of abundance and she's full of a lot to offer, right? This beautiful energy of this cow depicts that of success, that of abundance, and she's very practical, very down to earth. Her life is filled with these pleasurable things that she enjoys and other people enjoy as well. So if you are fearful of not having the things in the physical world, or if you feel that like you're bad with money, or you feel that someone is looking over your shoulder, right? Helicopter energy. If you feel that's happening here, free yourself from it so you can live in this vibration and energy of the Queen of Pentacles. What she truly inspires is that of abundance and resourcefulness, right? She's one of the the most aware queens in tarot with what's going on around her. She knows how to use those tools. You know how to use those tools, Gemini. You know how to use them to create material wealth and success in this physical world. Now, some of you may be saying, but Melissa, I don't. I'm poor, or I've lost this job, or I have this or that. Sometimes our own worst enemy is our own mind, Gemini, especially being an air sign, right? This Queen of Pentacles says you have everything you need to manifest physical wealth and success and abundance in your material world. Very powerful here. Let's take a look and clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please. What do we have for Gemini? Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the Three of Wands again. So another expansion, clarification here is, yes, there's growth. Don't take your eye off the prize. You can see, you can almost taste success, right? You can taste it. You can smell it in the air. She's in that seawater. She's next to the sea and she can smell that seawater. So you can see, you can smell, you can feel, you can hear something is so close. Do not give up, right? Because what's on the other side of that is your wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. When this Nine of Cups shows up, Gemini, this is success, happiness, emotional fulfillment, content, being good with your life, having that abundance, having those completions and those achievements. Okay, this is about you having, this is having your cake and eating it too, right? And some of you are saying, Melissa, that doesn't exist. It's not possible. I'm here to tell you, yes, it is, Gemini. Sometimes we need to release some sort of limitation, restriction, whatever this tower is, it's coming in to help you, not hinder you. It's coming in to free you, not hold you hostage, right? This is about you being able to head towards your wish fulfillment. Oh, all right. Let's take a look at those hopes and fears. What do we got going on for Gemini? Hopes and fears. Okay. All right. We'll take both of those. Take both of those here. How would you like this? Thank you, Spirit. We have the Five of Wands is the hope, is the fear. Five of Wands, he's a busy beaver, right? When you look at this beaver is determined to set up his dam. And he's going to go through treacherous waters. He's going to try to do what he can to find the perfect stick, the perfect log to build that home, regardless of the circumstances of the water, right? That water could be rushing full force, but he knows that he's determined to build his home. That's his stability. That's for his family, right? The hope here is that you will stay determined, that you will stay consistent to your efforts, to your goals, to your stability. And that you won't feel at every step of the way that there's some sort of rivalry, some sort of obstacle, some sort of competition out to get you. That you swim to find that perfect log and it's stuck. Or you swim to get out there and find what it is you've been looking for, to find that it's attached to something much larger than you feel like you can handle, right? This Five of Wands showing up as your fear is saying here, what if I succumb to the water? What if it's just too ferocious? What if there's too much out there, too much competition, too many obstacles? What if I succumb and I float away in the water and I'm not able to build my stability? Those are all very valid hopes and fears, of course, Gemini, but you are determined. You're seeing that Nine of Wands showing up numerous times in your reading, so you are a warrior. Own it, Gemini. Own it, being that warrior. You are determined. You are fierce. You are strong. There is not a thing that you cannot do if you stay consistent. Yes, if you get washed away a little bit because of some storm in the water or some sort of opposing view or something that seems like it's going to take you under, get back up. Fall down 6 times, get up 7, because you have that courage within you to keep on going. And they're giving me that song again. Keep on going. Keep on going. Okay. So let's take a look at your final outcome, which it did show up here, but we do have the Temperance. And that kind of goes with what we were talking about with divine timing. And I do feel like there's an opportunity to seize the moment. But just like the frog here, the frog waits patiently on the lily pad or on the rock, and he waits for, you know, that fly or for that bug or whatever it is that he's trying to get with his tongue, right? He waits for that to come through. And because he's patient, that bug doesn't even know that the fly is there, right? And he's able to hit his mark, hit his target. And if you've ever watched a video, they can do some crazy things with that tongue. They can get that fly when it's way over here. It's almost like the tongue does a loopy-loop and grabs what it is he's looking for. So I feel that even though it may seem difficult for you to do, you have some magical gifts and skills and qualities that you can use to get your desired outcome. And the temperance here is about patience. It's about moderation. It's about self-control. So when we are able to have those traits, even though no one loves to hear, be patient, divine timing, this is all about you being able to blend and work with the tools that you have to create what you want, right? You having those tools, which we see here showing up, so you can live a life of more abundance, so you can have the things that you want, so you can move forward with more abundance and more prosperity here. Let's take a look and clarify the temperance, please, for Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? Temperance. I also feel for some of you, I don't want to say the waiting is over, but I feel like you're getting so close to that finish line, but there may be a little bit of frustration because, again, you can see it, taste it, feel it. You know it's right there. You're on the cusp of it. So it could be you applying job after job after job, and you getting all these interviews and you being the top 2 candidates, but then you don't get hired for the position, right? This is an energy here of your hard work, patience, and dedication paying off, because all of those rejections led to this excuse me, this opportunity of working with this perfect company, which you see with the 2 of Cups. That's below you. That's what you are attracting. You have double 2s, 2 of Pentacles, which you received earlier as well. So this is balance. It's patience, multitasking. It's organizational skills as well, time management, but it's staying calm amidst what's going on around you. Try not to freak out. Try not to get overwhelmed. I know it's easier said than done, but you have those tools to create peace within chaos. Okay, you are that magical being inside where you're stronger than you think, right? So this is about you being able to find more peace in your everyday world. So 2 of Pentacles showing up here for you. All right, Gemini, let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know for the month of April regarding career, finances, abundance, and wealth? We have round and round, round and round. It's kind of that energy of the temperance, right? You feel like you're going round and round, but really you are making progress with each cycle that you go through. I can guarantee it. So let's say you have 10 interviews and you get chosen, the top 2 candidates for each one, and it feels like you're just going forward with this cycle, right? But each time you're polishing your skills. Each time there's better communication. Each time, even though you may take a self-confidence hit, you're taking a look and saying to yourself, I'm rising above. I'm attracting the opportunity that is in my highest good. It's also card 25. When you add that 2 and 5, it equals 7. That's your Chariot that we've seen earlier. This is about the spiral quality of events when lessons aren't quite integrated, cycles that you are challenged to break, and revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. And the energy here, Gemini, for you is this. If you are in a scenario that appears to be an echo of something that's already happened in the past in your work life, it's because you're being invited to see what you couldn't see before. This is a perfect time for you to look at the deeper motives that you have and your attraction to the opportunities and people who have entered your life to be a part of your journey to prosperity. Who helps you navigate? Who sabotages you? Who supports you? What are the familiar signs and your responses to them? When you find yourself in a repeat of a pattern of the past, it's a good time to get a coach or mentor who can help you see what you can't on your own. Repeat what works, not what doesn't. Then you will free yourself from the old cycles and cease going round and round. Yes, this is about you freeing yourself from a pattern. That's why you have the Tower coming in, and you have a new opportunity to chase those dreams, to open yourself up here. But it's important for us to show ourselves self-love. And a lot of times people think self-love is, pampering oneself and reading. Self-love is owning up. It's being responsible. It's doing the work. It's healing oneself so we can heal the world, right? And this says here, Are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons that you don't need to relearn? You are a wise soul, Gemini. You have to surrender now to the fact that maybe you're a piece of that common denominator in all the repeat performances. Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but about accountability. You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. Absolutely. That's why we have these tower moments come in, right? That's why, because if you've been repeating a cycle or a pattern, you're taking responsibility and you're saying, I need to get up out of this situation. And I thought we said this before, if you keep doing what you've done, you're going to get what you've got. Your hard work, dedication, and efforts paying off because you are raising your vibration each time you go in for that interview. Each time you launch a product and it fails, you're going to keep going. Like I said, get knocked down 7 times or 6 times, get up 7. So keep going, because every time you're learning something new along the way. All right, Gemini, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, I just ask, if you can, please close your eyes for a moment. Tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. Take a deep breath in from that solar plexus area, the belly. And I want you, Gemini, to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. Perhaps it's an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's recently crossed your path in the great outdoors, or one that's visited through your dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, Gemini. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner around the 1st of each month, all you need to do is drop your animals in the comment box below. And I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. All right, Gemini, messages from your animal guides. You have here Armadillo Spirit. And I thought you had Armadillo show up earlier, where it's that, maybe it's not, but it's about you setting healthy boundaries, which we talked about here. Actually, they're showing me within your energy. We talked about healthy boundaries with this 9 of Wands, so you don't become bitter, so you don't become prickly like that porcupine. And this is about you nurturing, caring, and loving for yourself, because this is also card 3, which is that Empress energy. All right, we also have the Wombat Spirit. This is about you being at home. This is about you feeling authentic with who you are. This is about your gifts shining and illuminating, being at home with who you are and what's going on around you. Some of you may be 68 years old, 67, 39, or you may have a birthday on the 3rd or the 9th, I'm getting as well. You have Moth Spirit, which says surrender now. This is all about surrender. That's what the Tower says. Time to surrender, right? Surrender to what's going on around you, especially if it has been a little bit challenging. Some of you just may need a rest because you're a busy bee and you've been really working long hours, or you've been spinning in your cycle here, spinning in your wheels with that round and round. Surrender, surrender. And lastly, you have Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Turn knowledge into wisdom with the Wolf Spirit. So this is a really powerful energy to have, because you don't have to repeat the lesson. That's what the round and round is all about. Not repeating it, because you've learned the lesson here, whatever that may have been for you. All right. Now, last but not least, we're going to get a message here from the Crystal Spirit, Gemini, and take a look at which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can use in the month of April to help you towards your path of abundance. What do we have here for Gemini? Diamond. Ooh, I love it. You know how diamonds are made, right, Gemini? They're made under a heck of a lot of pressure. You are like a diamond. You have those skills, those talents, those abilities, but it came at a cost. And I turned actually right to the page here. This is the priceless gift of time, which you have showing up twice. There's your outcome, and you have the watch card. So priceless gift of time and pressure combined, beauty and strength arising from trials and challenges, the right use of power. And the prosperity message is this. The right use of power means acknowledging your effect on others. Are you honoring yourself, Gemini, by insisting that you be paid what you are worth? Are you paying others a fair price for what they do for you? You have the power to negotiate, to set boundaries, and to wield your influence respectfully, recognizing that we all are meant to share in this universal flow of abundance. Today is a day to exercise the right use of power by honoring everyone's need to be treated fairly and experience prosperity. When you recognize how your prosperity impacts others, you will see the rate at which your dreams manifest and increase exponentially, resulting in great abundance that you can share. Truly, in singling you out today, Gemini, Diamond Spirit has chosen well. Okay, so diamonds can be formed in Earth's mantle. They can be formed in a lab or due to a collision, right? There's the tower. You have this collision energy coming in here for you. They come into being. They teach us that extreme pressure and hardship can transform even the most ordinary into something incredibly strong and beautiful. Diamond Spirit asks us to contemplate how something that felt unbearable may have actually assisted us in becoming more fully who we are. Can you see how strong you are? Oh, I love this. Gemini, powerful, powerful vibes. I love Diamond coming in to wrap up your reading because yes, there's been pressure. It feels like the pressure is on here, but you will not crumble. It's going to make you stronger, and you are singled out because you have these beautiful gifts, not because you're a victim of something negative or challenging. You have these wonderful gifts that are coming in here for you to utilize. You had them all along, but that's where those business tools show up. So you can manifest more abundance, more prosperity into your world. So this is a beautiful energy. I hope this resonates with you, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Please do drop your power animals in the comment box below. And if you haven't already and you're vibing with this channel, please hit that subscribe and bell button. Thank you so much for tuning in, beautifuls. Lots of love.